Our next guest is a legend, both in and out of the tech world. Of course, captain of the Starship Enterprise, a police officer, T.J. Hooker, the author of the Tech Wars series, a director, and last but not least, a Canadian, joining us via satellite from Los Angeles, one of the kings of science fiction, William Shatner. So great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You can tell our audience is excited
to be here.
Yeah.
I know. And as an audience, I can't see, but I can hear. It's so tech.
Yeah.
It's so tech.
They're geeks, all of them. Geeks, total geeks.
I know, and if you don't see a geek, you can feel a geek.
There's an aura, isn't there? Back when you did Star Trek, were you a geek at that time? Were you into tech?
No. No, I was never a geek. I was never, I am never, and will never be a geek.
Oh, come on.
No, because geeks have a special knowledge. I am technologically ignorant.
Really?
I know nothing. Yeah. I mean, I move from instinct, not from technology.
Right.
I even wrote a book just recently. It's out in the bookstores right now. I'm working on that, in which I interviewed a lot of scientists and try to find out what they're doing, how they're doing it, where it started, where it's going. And I understand what they said, but I could never be there.
But you must have had an interest in science and technology, right? I mean,
well, we're all interested in science and technology. I was very fascinated with that game you were showing earlier.
Yeah.
And it struck me that our soldiers in Iraq were so good at popping up and shooting that they were, the kids that were doing that for real must have gotten started on these kinds of games or in paintball, which I have played.
Do you like paintball?
Yeah. I put on the biggest paintball game ever played, a scenario paintball game last year, and I think I'll do it again this coming year.
Wow. Did it have a Star Trek theme to it, or what was the theme?
Actually it did. We had T-shirts made and 3 teams and 500 people to a team, and everybody was out to get me, and I ran like hell. And
yeah, because
there was nothing technological about it. It was pure physical things.
It's so much fun. But you say, if you can say, hey, I tagged Captain Kirk, there is a certain amount of prestige established to that.
Not only that, there were points.
One of the funniest things you've ever done, of course, was the Saturday Night Live appearance where you're supposedly at a Trek convention and you finally just lose it and say, get a life, you people. Did you ever do that in real life?
No. Again, I don't mean to push these books because this one's probably, you can't get it because it's old enough. I wrote a book called Get a Life on the constituency of the audience.
Right.
And to my surprise, because I never really questioned it before, I discovered that the audience that comes to see Star Trek in conventions and tunes in are a special breed of people, and they come to these conventions to see each other, not to see us. That came as a shock.
It's a community. And that's true.
It's a community.
And that's true of geeks, too. I mean, one of the reasons people watch this show is it's a way to kind of be with other people who are interested in this kind of stuff. And sometimes, you know, wherever you live, you don't see people like that.
Do geeks recognize each other by any overt sign, or is it something they sense?
We have a secret handshake, actually.
Is it done with folded fingers, or is it done with a technological thrust?
I almost hate to tell you, it's a little bit like this. You actually, just teasing you. You actually have a geek status symbol you've just worked on with a company called Moviso, which is a cell phone ring with your voice, right?
Go where no one has gone before. Answer the phone.
Is that great?
Is that great? Now here's the story. I mean, I have one of these phones, and I've got it on a siren. Not one of these phones. I have a cell phone.
Right.
And I have it on a siren.
That's annoying.
My wife says it drives her nuts.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I have to have it like that because I can't hear the more modest rings.
Ah.
So I have it on this irritating siren that she can't stand, and I get to it as fast as I can because I don't want to irritate my wife. How cool would it be if I answered my phone?
Yep, the phone's ringing. The phone is ringing, and nobody's answering.
Is that cool?
Now wait a minute.
Somebody came to me. So somebody came to me with this idea.
That's very funny.
I thought, how cool an idea.
Now, you don't
Stop.
do
I
that
can't
on your
stop.
own phone.
There.
You don't have your own voice saying the phone is ringing on your own.
No, well, I could. What an ego trip that would be. The phone rings and it's me calling me to answer the phone. I mean, why not? But this is a whole new, this is the way phones will sound.
I love it.
Not necessarily with me, but in this way is the irritating siren ring that irritates my wife so much will be a thing of the past in a year.
Well, I mean, Movisa's got some, I mean, not just you, but you've got Adam West, I know, and rapper Chuck D, Sammy Hagar, the rock star.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing this. And Movisa has gotten a great idea. They came to me with it, and I thought, what a cute, great technological idea. It's so far out in front, I can't believe it.
I'll give them a little plug because you can download these rings. I know people are going to ask me anyway. At yourmobile.com is where you can get those.
Right,
those
and T-Mobile. T-Mobile.com as well, apparently.
Oh, they support it, okay.
And just get it on your online. You'll be able to find how to do this from Movisa.
But
it's great.
Mr. Shatner, I have to say you don't speak like every word is a sentence normally. But did you have to kind of recover that for the ringer?
What do you mean?
Nothing? Nothing? Forget I even said a thing.
I don't understand a word you're talking about.
There's another, I don't know where this clip came from. It's floating around the internet of you doing a parody of the Molson I Am Canadian thing. And it's so funny. You did a great job. I have to find that and play it for the folks here. Where was that? Where did you do that? Do you remember that?
I think that was when I hosted the comedy event in Montreal
so
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was in Canada, obviously, because they freaked out when you said I was born in Montreal. Yeah, they loved it.
Yeah.
Now, you just did a movie called Groom Lake. Tell me a little bit about that. This is a DVD that's...
It's in DVD. Both Groom Lake and Splat Attack, which is the movie of the paintball episode.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Are both in DVD and at the DVD stores right now. And to cut it all short and sweet, your audience will love both those films, both for its content and for its technology.
I can't wait to see them both. Bill Shatner, what a pleasure meeting you and talking to you.
Mine, and thanks for having me on your show.
And you're going to be on my cell phone by 9 tonight.
It's not working. Isn't that awesome?
WilliamShatner.com is the website.
This is me and technology. It happens all the time.
For tons of fun Shatner links, and including a link to the Church of Shatnerology. Did you know about that? A film starring William Shatner spoken entirely in Esperanto. And
oh, well, that was a movie I made some years ago.
That should be enlightening, if nothing else. And, of course, the William Shatner... Oh, now it's ringing. And the William Shatner Acting Simulator. Check out thescreensavers.com. Thank you, Bill. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, my.